Hello everyone, it's Scott here from AnimeBlurayUK, and today I'll be unboxing the UK limited edition Blu-ray release of Hell's Paradise Season 1, which has been released into the UK via Crunchyroll. So to start off with, we'll give you a tour of the outer packaging of the box before we can see its contents. And start off with, we have some really nice visual artwork of two of the main characters from the series, namely Sagiri and Gobimaru. And then towards the top left hand top of the box, we have the Hell's Paradise logo. Further down towards the bottom of the packaging, it says Season 1, which is being hidden away by the carded information sheet that folds around the outer packaging, of which says Hell's Paradise Season 1 Limited Edition. The top of the packaging features the Hell's Paradise logo, which is barely noticeable with the cellophane wrapping. And on the spine, we have the Hell's Paradise logo again, along with information that says Season 1, and information being the Blu-ray and DVD logos, as well as Crunchyroll logos. Moving on to the back of the packaging, we've got the text, a limited edition you'd go through hell for. Well, let's find out if we'd go through hell for this. And as you can see, this set contains 5 art cards, each of which featuring different characters from the series, and then a 64-page art book, which will have, by the look of things, some rather glorious artwork from the series featured within. Underneath that, we have the list of bonus features contained on the Blu-ray discs, which are the promo videos and textless opening and closing songs. And then underneath that, we have the technical details for the Blu-ray and DVD discs. In this case, 13 episodes across 2 Blu-ray discs and 2 DVD discs, with those discs being region 1, 2 and 4 compatible, and the Blu-ray discs being A and B. And the audio itself is available in English and Japanese audio with English subtitles, and the English audio, as well as per Crunchyroll standards, is in English 5.1, which, you know, is always pretty cool to have if you've got a 5.1 surround sound cinema kit. So with the cellophane wrapping removed, let's take one final tour around the outer packaging. So here we have the front cover, which you can see the gold kind of reflects in the sunlight and looks really cool. We have the top of the packaging, and then we have the bottom, the spines, and then finally the back cover. So as mentioned, there is a carded information sheet that sticks to the back of the packaging, and you'll be able to remove that if you so desire. Now, what I really like about this limited edition release is that they have a carded sleeve that slides over the limited edition art box and sort of gives it a more premium aesthetic feel, and so you can easily keep that to one side, or you can keep it attached to the box. But once you remove it, you get shown some additional artwork and more information. So as you can see here, the bottom of the box has a different barcode and the Crunchyroll logo, and then we have the spine, which has slightly different artwork and presentation to what we have on the carded sleeve, and then finally we can see the back of the box that has additional artwork on there as well. So all in all, a really nice thing to have, as you get to have sort of 2 different types of artwork and information and presentation styles. So here we have the Blu-ray case that holds both the Blu-ray and DVD discs. Interestingly, there's no information on there, and it's quite different to the standard edition Season 1 release. So we have the standard edition on the right and the limited edition on the left. And as you can see, the artwork and presentation and style is completely different between the 2 sets. At this point, I'm more in favour of the standard edition release rather than the limited edition. And I do like that Crunchyroll sometimes do give limited edition releases slightly different artwork, but for continuity, I'd like them to be the same across both sets. Next up, we have the Season 1 art book, which is kind of presented in the same style as how the scrolls are, or the old books that Japanese communities used to have. And as you can see, once we open it up on the inside, we have information of the variety of different characters that are included in Hell's Paradise. So we have a brief character visual, a brief synopsis of information about that character as well as their name, and then beyond that we have sort of background artwork, design and information before we get on to the sort of key visuals and storyboard information about the actual series itself. So although the art book is only 64 pages, it does have quite a lot of information in here. So if you're a fan of Hell's Paradise or have been wanting to know more about the series, then there's a lot of information here that you could read through to sort of perk up that information. And it feels like I should have read that art book before narrating this video to sort of give me more to talk about. Next up, we then have the Hell's Paradise Season 1 art cards, of which are presented in this envelope, which is kind of like a paper card material, and it looks kind of nice and has a bit of a premium aesthetic to it. Sadly, they've used the sellotape, which you can see has ended up ripping that carded envelope thing, but what can you do? And once we open it up, we're welcomed with the 5 different art cards. So the artwork is pretty much the same. They're all the characters looking in a single direction, 2 characters per artwork, same background. Not really that interesting, a little bit boring in my opinion, as I feel like that there's other artwork that they could have used to make it a bit more exciting, but it's always nice to have art cards included in a limited edition set. So with all that being said, let's take a look at the Blu-ray case that has the Blu-ray and DVD discs. So there we have the front cover, we then have the spine, and then finally we have the back cover. As you can see, there's no information about the series or what's contained in the series or what disc formats there is. It's just entirely artwork from cover to cover, quite literally. Which is quite interesting, but it's something that Crunchyroll have been doing recently with their limited edition releases, where the limited edition release case has inlay sleeve that's just pretty much artwork throughout, as opposed to the standard edition release that has artwork on the front and then information on the back. But with that being said, here's a closer look at the front cover. So we have Hell's Paradise logo to the top right, and then 3 characters on the left. We have the Hell's Paradise logo and Season 1 information on the spine. And then finally, the back cover, we have 2 characters looking ready to fight by the look of things on the back cover. Once we open it up, we are welcomed with the actual discs themselves. So first up, we have Disc 1, which has episodes 1 to 6 and is Region A and B compatible, as listed on the disc. Disc 2 has episodes 7 to 13, as well as the bonus features. So the first 2 discs in this particular set that I've opened are the Blu-ray discs, and both are listed as Region A and B. And then Disc 1 for the DVD has episodes 1 to 6, with Disc 2 for the DVD having episodes 7 to 13. So the bonus features are only included on the Blu-ray discs, and you'll also notice that the artwork being used on both the Blu-ray and DVD discs are exactly the same. So it's a little bit interesting that they've used the same artwork on both discs, as usually they use different artwork for the different disc formats to make it a little bit clearer. So here is the actual artwork in all of its glory, which when opened like that looks really nice and really cool. And then on the inlay sleeve on the inside, we do have some really more cool artwork, which to be fair I think is probably the best artwork of the entire set. So that's pretty much what you can expect to receive from the UK limited edition Blu-ray and DVD combo pack release of Hell's Paradise Season 1, which is now available in the UK via Crunchyroll.